Pikachu face. Now this is a new composition as well. They're still going to run their game plan though, sneaking under.
Meteor though, dispatching of Jip Boys.
Oh, and then quick on the refract. Thai able to find just one Meteor trading right back. Still the spike planted, some space being taken. Killua really up front. If he, well, drops, then yeah, no more salvos then. But of course, you got PRIMMIE hidden into deep positions as well. Buzz trying to sneak up from behind. PRIMMIE has no idea.
Yeah, but you got to look to try and get on this defuse now. Izu with the salvos available. Going to keep PRIMMIE hot under the collar, and the timing quack. Oh, there was an opportunity. And it doesn't work out. That's quite unfortunate for PRIMMIE. Cruz fell by the wayside as well, which means the pistol round here goes for T1.
Already see some of the very deliberate salvos from before meant to flush, potential jet or chamber players off of yellow. But right now, at least, you got the spike snuck in. They had some nasty dinks as well. PRIMMIE finding a shot onto Izu, but afterwards, you got T1 just able to advance forward from this yellow position to watch the angles. Cruz attempting with the darts, but they don't quite land all the way forward. Just on towards a halfway stuck defuse, and with the kills coming over, yeah, T1 happy to collect.
Yeah, this is going to be one of the things, though, that Talon are going to have up.
He's still trying to lurk around, cause some havoc.
Trying to do his best Meteor impression, one might say, with a bit of a change-up, specifically when you think of Viper and Meteor on the likes of Split, for example. But Jip Boys, start off, die to double down.
We'll have the salvos instantly sent out, though, but off of that, quick from Killua to continue pushing forward. 2 more kills to his name. Meteor then flooding back in, but it's just the Sheriff.
See what damage, if at all any, can be delivered now with an upgrade on the Guardian.
Elevated angle from PRIMMIE. Ooh. Maybe reacted a little bit too early. Meteor was quick to sidestep that one. Knows that he has dropped down as well. He's looking for the Guardian shots, but PRIMMIE just being able to stutter step back and forth. Cruz to watch the back. He does have Hunter's Fury to aid the team if needed as well. Looking to get the spike down alongside this toxic screen, but Nanoswarm burning down the timer 2. And as the curtain falls, it's going to be PRIMMIE who gets taken out.
The bait. But look at this wraparound at the moment. Thai looking for a second one onto Stacks, gets cut down to size. A minute to go, and the spike is going to start to rotate. Good mid-round calls to come out from Talon in how to bring this one back from a deficit position.
Right, get the spike down, maybe place for some of these post plants.
Got to remember though, Izu does have salvos, Armageddon as well, and now you're in a scenario where you're another member down as Talon.
Yeah, I didn't have information that Buzz was on site. Armageddon quickly deployed to force Talon to disperse. Now an uncomfortable Cruz gonna have to dance around on top of 410, but Buzz with a swing out from... No.
Just have an idea.
They're gonna fall at some point, Komodo. They're gonna fall.
I mean...
Jokes aside.
When have we ever seen a Masters Champions winner continue the dominance, right?
True. Well, Dive right now, at least with the...
Make you guess where things might be eventuating as T1, who now are feeling the need to waltz around a little bit more at B. Try to confirm some information as Sylvan, and well, yeah, he's gonna confirm some information. It's not the info you wanted, though.
That will be then Talon happy to take the B site. Some slight lurks being sussed out early on by Izu though, so that means some even odds now possibly for T1 to fight back. Cruz though, still, this is where you get all those post plants.
Yeah, absolutely. One shock dart, Hunter's Fury, Snake's Bite still for Thai.
Just holding the positions. T1 looking to get up closer, maybe go for the tap. Salvos to clear out yellow, but it's not where PRIMMIE was. Able to swing out from the earlier position. Thai then coming back in, the snake bite bouncing off.
I think there's only one scenario in which T1 do manage to top the bracket as well, or the group, to get that first seed.
Certainly beating Talon is part of that, but right now on the Eco, Cruz able to swing and peek out. Buzzo with his own swing, but instantly traded. Talon having players and a lot of information. Spike down, Salvos flushed out.
Thing is, there's still 30 seconds. It doesn't really matter that you got numbers here as T1.
Stacks still has the frag too, but yeah, at this point, Armageddon just pretty much confirms it. They were flushed out of their spots, and yeah, Izu will be found as well.
A little bit earlier, the fact that you've got 2 drones available for Talon, right? Stealth drone and our drone, but PRIMMIE gonna get taken out first.
You're gonna feel the sting from that one. Thigh though, good attempt. He does force Sylvan to be uncomfortable. Buzz now feeling the heat as well. Hunter's Fury forces him to reposition, but he still lands a second shot. Killua trading right back. But you have Stacks once again back from mid. Tosses the fragment, which forces Killua off the plant. Repositions, and now Stacks has a bit more timing to get up closer. Izu to scout out more information as well.
Yeah, using the drone for the actual info instead of removing abilities. Now they know where both of them are, Quack.
Oh, he's repositioned. He's dancing back and forth.
Salvos early.
Salvos buys a bit of time, but still got to consider the position. Stacks could wrap around yellow, but they're just going to stack up next to each other. Stacks in for the 3K.
Alrighty, so TLN able to still hold on to the... Coming up with a pretty standard slow approach as Talon. Now it's the timing problem for Izu, where they could look to turn up the pace when this drone is destroyed.
But Izu's got Sylvan watching his 6. 8 Jit Boys though, 86 is Sylvan now for Izu to then wrap back around the same spot. Talon might not expect it. They're holding the angle though, PRIMMIE trying to assert himself back into the fight. Ty will take the action.
Yeah,
then for the 3-on-4.
That one's a little bit awkward, but now you've got a pick going in with the null command from Stacks.
Which does mean that utility will be rendered useless. Continuing to push through though, getting some space alongside the fragment. Jit Boys continuing to hold the left flank. Watching for it, he hears the footsteps, thrown off by the crosshair placement. He hears, but sees players up front as well. With that then, the lockdown going all the way through. So much space by Buzz, he finds the taps! 2 kills, maybe the 3rd, Meteor to collect.
You got to see the patience in that round come out from T1 as we congratulate Buzz here for his 2 assists, but it's the timing. Izu.
Oh, he spotted them. Right, rotations pulled back to B, but even then, Buzz meeting those rotations fully as Talon tries to cross over. Jit Boys though, snuck all the way in. Trying to hold down the angles, hold down space for the spike to get planted.
Armageddon comes out from Izu too, which can set up Meteor to try and catch them when falling back. It will do so awkwardly, rather.
Yeah, this is where maybe you get to play around these post-plant positions, anticipating Buzz up top. PRIMMIE then to hold around the toxic screen. The good flash good from Stacks, but still quickly dealt and dispatched by PRIMMIE. Nanostorm burns at the feet of Izu. Now it's just Sylvan. Tries to peek out from screens, but spotted out by Killua. Talon back. They spot a player. Trying to conserve their utility for the spike, for the sight hits as well. But here comes PRIMMIE. His blades sharpened with precision. Looking to pull his enemies in, but Buzz quickly anchors the B site for now. Still though, A site cracked open. Meteor around the sides. He's still undetected. Looks to delete players off the board. That's the first. PRIMMIE then, still online, still possibly sharp. Oh, but quickly dealt with by Stacks. All of a sudden, possible thrifty at the hands of T1. Killua trying to swing out from the sides of the toxic screen. Will kiss Stacks for now. Then a hug from Meteor. Just cruise, and he's only got the util. Viper's Pit on the spike. It's not going to be easy, Komodo. He peeks, and that's Meteor just marking his position.
Yeah, just kind of watching how Talon are repositioning, but more importantly, how T1 are repositioning around that.
T1, if they're training and their technical fundamentals, because that whole round, just recognizing that if Talon aren't sending out utility, we probably don't have to rotate too much. Now you've got Buzz on the op.
We're playing. And whether or not you want to use the stealth drone from Killua first, may be awkward. You need the flank timing, but who is the best flank lurker in this game at the moment?
Meteor, his name comes to mind, but Jit Boys off the swing, off the alarm bot. He finds a second as well. 10 seconds now, but the spike not yet down. Killua, he's trying to go for it.
Yeah.
Full hit. At some point then, with all the utility dumped in, intentions from Talon crystal clear.
Oh,
the salvos though, Sylvan uncomfortable. Stacks trying to play up on top.
Yeah, as soon as that wall dropped, way too many numbers around this one, and this is where Talon can start to find a little bit of time. I mentioned the lockdown dropping at the top.
Spike planted.
Does give some space for T1, but with the trades out from PRIMMIE, just buys more time. The lockdown destroyed. Meteor left. No post-plant utility for Talon, though. Just got to play the positions on the spike, on the site. A lot of them trying to stick together, shoulder to shoulder, elbow to elbow.
Yeah, they get out, so what does that mean?
High-low, it's a full stack. Meteor, though, isolating the angles bit by bit. He will chump down at the first. Tries to go for the tap, thinking someone might be behind, and that's when Thigh will spring. Buzz trying to contest first place. Buzz meeting each other. PRIMMIE taking some damage off that one.
5 ghosts for T1. Well, Sylvan, within an inch of his life, wouldn't even spot out an opponent. Do you still clear it? As Talon?
He's gonna stay tucked in. Oh. Good check by Killua.
Now it's the 4 versus 5 deficit where you got to try and piece things together. I think Meteor was spotted by Jip Boys. He was, but it does not matter. Extra info, 2 players around the boiler. He's so hungry to try and establish dominance here. Meanwhile, the rest of the team has managed to slip in towards the A site.
The spike planted now especially as well. Meteor or not, I mean, Reyna or not, he's still Meteor. But of course now spotted out. So no need to worry about lurks or flanks any further. You begin with the drone to advance into sight to clear, but it's quickly shot down.
And Stax is low too, remember.
Tries to get into a sneaky position though, and that's when he's able to spring and find Thigh. A couple kills traded out from both sides as well, but down to just PRIMMIE then, who finds the sheriff shot.
Attacking side of pistol, going to be squandered here. Talon will manage to get that deep view to change things up like that.
Also not enough game tape for T1 to study up on either.
Yeah, exactly.
So long since this map was played, but right now it's just the guns coming alive. 2 kills up by mid. Certainly some footsteps heard around green as well.
Yep. Favoring Armageddon earlier.
Quick rotations then, but PRIMMIE's here.
With the Outlaw, it'll just make mincemeat of you as T1. Yep, look at that. Easy as you love it. Misses the second shot. How dare he?
I dare you to miss the next one. Come on, PRIMMIE.
1 miss, shame on me. 2 miss, shame on you. Plant down though for T1. Still gonna be happy with that with just classics.
It's good money. Oh, good on the double dink as well. Izu, what is that? 2 kills now. He's taken PRIMMIE down. Nonetheless.
2 kills in a plant, yeah. I think you're kind of okay with that as T1, all things considered. But for Talon, you extend out a little bit more of a lead. If you're able to pull away a bonus round here, that could be pretty devastating to T1. So we'll see how they're going to look to navigate.
Trying to sneak and flank as well, but unbeknownst to him, Sylvan somewhere out behind.
Oh!
Might get spotted out, but that's it. The hit going on towards the A site. Thigh trying to hold down the shots. It's going to be Sylvan and Izu fighting a 2 apiece though. Thigh then answering back. Killua taking down Sylvan as well. 3v2. A good flash from Stax, but doesn't deter Talon whatsoever. The salvo's coming back in.
You got a fragment for Stax. You've got still a little bit of Killjoy utility, but you really just got to hit your shots here, Quack.
Stax trying to get proactive. He's hitting his shots. He's hitting his shots. Killua brings it to a 1v1, but with a sidestep. Meteor. Some slight moments, but it's just going to be Killua coming back up on top.
There's no difference in a map like this one. Doesn't matter if you're playing the Killjoy or the Reyna, you got to hit you for a post plant that's going to lock you in the site because 3 players on the flank.
Okay, well, nonetheless, they find themselves in this spot. Gonna have to try to fight their way out of this, but not aware that Cruz is watching the back. He's got the Outlaw. 2 shots, 1 apiece. PRIMMIE then up on top. Good little dink. Repositions with the updraft as well, but Izu still able to spin on a dime until Jit Boys, Talon with numbers, prevailing on top.
Yeah, Izu not given a little bit of a breath between that kill there, so does get traded out quite nicely, but it's just quick recognition from Talon that T1 are trying to waltz in towards it at the half flip as well.
Oh yes, it's getting kind of dicey for T1 if I'm being...
Call another timeout and really have a huge decision. Kind of surprised that they didn't drop the second one already. Unless I'm forgetting that they already did use 2, but I don't believe so.
Oh, this is not good. Drone spots out. You got PRIMMIE watching the angle.
Yeah, I mean, PRIMMIE should be good for 1 playing on top of Yellow
Such
here.
a sneaky angle as well.
At this current point in time, too, unless, you know, you're salvoing him off the line as Izu, you've already used your stealth drone, but they do manage to get him out because he was on the stealth drone, rather.
Continuous drone from Cruz as well, but yeah, those salvos. T1 using it to try to get a pinch onto PRIMMIE instead. PRIMMIE will get away unscathed nonetheless.
Null command used by Stax as well is going to Try and keep TALON honest a little bit in what they utilize around it, but now the ult starts coming out from afar.
Oh, he finds a second shot! Hunter's Fury coming in! It's 2 kills! Just the last one left! Meteor trying to fight back, but certainly no way to pick up his fallen brethren, PRIMMIE!
It's unlikely outcome, but we'll see.
The 1 out of a million chance. No, I'm kidding, but definite furrowed brows on the side of T1 as the coach tries to bring something up together, but it's quickly dismayed by PRIMMIE with his ops still holding down these huge sight lines.
Yeah, and you've taken Buzz down as well, right? So it makes things real awkward for T1, who do manage to get into the A site.
Yeah, Null Commando still able to get in, but Jit Boys, anchor position found. He's got 2 kills, he's getting a hat trick!
So
just Meteor! And he's getting surrounded. Komodo, I
haven't heard of this story before, Quack.
Chapter 1, you get peeked.
Still running in this flawless.
Again on the A site.
And TALON are already all the way up B main for all of this information together as Killua and Dai, so they know this is the A site.
Oh, but then Cruz, sudden peek.
Buzz down first again.
Tough when your star duelist is gone. At least the lockdown, possibly to give some space. PRIMMIE! How are you doing this?
Counter lockdown in. Gonna force some respect here a little bit when the plant does go down. Enough time for Sylvan to get out, but it's a 3 versus 5.
Pulls out the knives, looking to cut and divide. The Viper Spit at the very least to give T1 some safe haven on the site. Izu, oh, sneaking all the way underneath. Talon might not know. The spray transfer not quite there though, and Cruz carries his team across the finishing line, closing out this map with the final T1 players.
Just a note as well, nobody in any of the 4 partner leagues run a deadlock on this map.
Oh, Killua spinning back around, takes down Buzz. We got Izu running by the cage, and Killua still fighting frags. Shields cracked, and Thai unfortunately stuck in a reload, so a bit of control potentially along as well. Well, the dart will clear that. Meteor knows that his opponents are approaching in from Link. The swing out though, especially with the blind side, PRIMMIE could play spoiler. Low HP is Meteor, and a great grab net coming out all of a sudden. 2v1. Oh, and it's Cruz falling to his death as Sylvan finds the shot. PRIMMIE though, still with the mechanical skill to put TALON up on top.
That right click. The bullets at the end there, they look like they would connect them.
Well, that said, still a beautiful round nonetheless, skin or not, for TALON. And right now, with some trappy outlaws, got the really, that's a really deep barrier mesh.
And unfortunately for the likes of TALON,
uh-oh,
they don't know that a player has snuck on by.
Double dink. All of a sudden, Cruz has to hold it down, but he does! The Stinger double kill, swap to the classic right click! Hat trick in round 2, and the quad! Cruz!
Yeah.
Welks quick to stall them with the barrier.
You take that TP, and generally you'd be straight in towards a stun, but you were just removed of your ability.
Stuns and survival smokes coming online. Cyber Cage for Cruz to play around, and it's PRIMMIE just with a ghost, dives down and deep. It's gonna be Meteor who finds the frags just to put a splash back against TALON.
Yeah,
At least, but yes, Izu.
Here we go, Cruz.
Quite aware, kill contract, nope. Straight into the gulag. Cruz trying to get a good rush against Meteor, but the best ISO in the world answers back. PRIMMIE now then, out from A long. And also for Izu up around short. Good holds coming out from T1 so far. And unfortunately, even if with the dimensional drift, TALON not quite able to fight back until Killua attempts at some shots. The fake out quickly shot as well, but PRIMMIE then for the next one. Just Izu left, and he's very clearly spotted out by Long. Both of them lining themselves up for it. And it's angles that are too hard for Izu to contend with. TALON up 3-1.
That's great patience from Killua there as well. As soon as they recognize they're in the 2 versus 1 situation. And now you've picked up the Armageddon as well.
So once again, back to the main strat of trying to stall potential A hits. But right now, PRIMMIE, oh, great and sharp on the check. I assume Cruz trying to play in position for a surprise kill or annihilation.
Potentially just play for that annihilation in this sort of situation. You've got the grav net as well, but he's just going to go for a 1-to-1 trade.
Certainly at some point, just to flush them out. Trying to maybe look for some reactions first, though. the Paranoia sent out. Then the salvos, but look at Meteor threading the needle once again. Armageddon then sends over, forces Stacks out of position, but oh, just all held up by the choke point, lined up.
You'll have a strong buy in the next round, you'll even have an operator possible.
Oh, and off to the eco in a kill contract. This is tough. Jit Boys, unfortunately, of course, gonna fall.
Ow.
Well, unbeknownst to T1, perhaps the full force stack up by A-Link. That said, still not a favorable fight for Talon. They're just happy to dive right in and find as much as possible with the classics. Stacks then off to the sides with the Phantom to spray. Not truly praying, because who needs faith when you have the aim and the skills to back all of the kills?
Buzz, though, will find a good amount of information you may expect for the team to overwhelm in towards this site, comboed with the Hunter's Fury. And you're getting some good damage out as well.
Yeah, great burst, and it does force Talon to disperse. Unfortunate for PRIMMIE, he gets the utility up around Garage, so painting a good idea now for T1 to then take the B site. PRIMMIE trying to get away. Still, though, feeling a lot of contact. Jit Boys unfortunate on the swing, but PRIMMIE to take the duel back. Blindside then for the rest of the team to flood back in. The spike not quite planted safely. Up towards Izu, who then pushes out from Garage. So off towards the middle and window area, it's all Talon being able to completely overwhelm Stacks.
Gotta remember that wall is all wall bangable too, so there is just not a safe position for Stacks to be able to out drone. And the recon eventually will come back online, but you need to get the rest of your team posted up, ready to get in towards this site. Of course, Buzz, we saw the clone used earlier on, so if you've got a gate crash in a sort of scenario like this, I was going to say you'd expect that to go into the position where the sonic sensors may be, but now that Cruz is gone, well, it makes it a little bit more awkward.
Really tricky now.
30 seconds
Certainly with players neutralized, it makes things a lot easier for T1. Meteor diving into the smokes, but Talon trying to play stacked up alongside it. Killua then coming in as well. Just Sylvan and Izu, who is flanking, but he's been spotted now. Paranoia, and he gets one kill, but for Killua to find
Talon is not Cruz do everything.
You got Jit Boys and everyone else, but okay.
I mean, we got PRIMMIE, bro. They got PRIMMIE.
Oh, well.
But now they have Cruz, who opens up on towards Meteor, in towards this seaside, and you overlook a cheeky corner of Killua.
And that's why you gotta love these super teams.
100% feel confident in going for a duel there.
Which also kind of alerts to Talon, you know, no spike towards B just yet. We know it's possibly A, and that's what Jit Boys goes in for the swing! Izu gunned down, PRIMMIE quick on the trade.
They saw Sylvan before, remember, now flashed out.
Oh, and there's no way that he's able to, survive for long. Talon, quick on the draw. It's two Sentinels on the side though, Komodo.
Oh, and that's a risky swing out from Jit Boys. I do not like that one.
Good bear mesh though. Also the grab net, which does capitalize onto a lot of these players for then the TP to get shut down. Buzz, unfortunate. Thought he could slip by. PRIMMIE then arriving on the site as well. Talon has A, completely surrounded. Salvos to flush them out of A long. T1 still trying to get the spike down around this dark cover. It dissipates. PRIMMIE strikes. You got Thigh then to find a kill, but then traded right back. Meteor though, just trying to dance back in, but the blindside from PRIMMIE, fantastic.
From Buzz, and now it's Thigh that has to try and win it in the 1 versus 1.
So challenger.
Oh. Meteor wins it again. He's not dropped him yet.
Found a direction at some point, but yeah, here comes Jit Boys now. PRIMMIE still trying to dance around and keep his opponents invested to then allow for Killua to possibly route back around, but oh, PRIMMIE shut down. Killua trying to hold the angle, but Stacks just quick on the drop. Buzz has been spotted. Does get crash away. Oh, that was line up for backside. Izu though dodges that with ease. Cyber Cage to allow the rest of the team to sneak in though, and Jit Boys, the double kill going through. Killua fanning out all across. A little bit more support from PRIMMIE as well, but down to Stacks, who will be able to find a... Oh,
they're all running.
They're all running. Push up, but he's been spotted. He's been tagged. And they're just holding the positions. The discipline from Talon coming forward. Killua then making some noise. Cruz to swing off contact. Oh, Stacks.
I love
leading this young Talon squad. You can definitely see them growing alongside everyone. Next round coming up, the Altorp, you hear it being picked up. PRIMMIE watching the angles, and he's seen the hat. They line up for him. It's a collateral.
Line-up Larry of a different variety. This time Cruz's grab net would be at the right position for the back of site here, but not really needed with PRIMMIE getting that, and Cruz getting the finisher. So it's a cool for the side itself. I mean, there's barriers, there's sensors. The judge can really play around that.
Oh, this was rehearsed.
Yeah, for sure.
Quick TP's out as well, and look at Jit Boys. He's trying to wrap around. Cruz just needs to stay tucked in and stay alive. Buy time for his teammates. Got one player already down, but here comes Cruz. Does find a couple of shots. Jit Boys then springing out. Izu getting gunned down. Oh, this attempt at sticking the spike, though. It's not going to come to a fruition. Buzz then coming back in. It's not halved yet. Meteor trying to play spoiler against the Talon players, but here comes Killa with the salvos. It takes some time, and I think it buys enough time. 2 players, 2v1. And Meteor's still trying to stick it halfway. He's spinning all around. Buzz gets the kill, and T.
Yeah, that was a rehearsed, take from Talon, but the end left a tad to be desired. Though you go into the next round, and that is a straight sharp shot. Dimensional drift on a Stax. He's down for the count. Meteor. Okay.
Not too bad. Does find one. You got the wall up though,
and one off the kill contract too.
So if he can find something up from heaven, then you might have a real round at your hands. He's going to try.
No shield, though.
Looks for some vision, but yes, no shield. Certainly the kill contract will give him something.
Oh, he's going to use
Pops
it.
off, and there we go. It's Gulag time.
And Cruz, can he win it?
He's going to be the contender this time. Here comes a new challenger. Looks to knock him out, and he does. Cruz striking at Meteor's heart. Izu, though, playing off of the position. Salvo's then coming in, Izu sticking it to halfway, sacrifices his life for it. Sylvan looking to play the 1v2 clutch, but Thai looking to deny. It's not quite coming through, and it's all for Kill. What a swing! He does it at the last possible second, winning the round in a nick of time.
A favor to use it, an opening kill, a weapon stolen, or Stax yet.
Nice try.
And now that's all the info.
Oh, but quickly dealt with as Buzz swings out. So some information going for Talon to then decide on a site.
And where do you want to kind of go here as Talon as well? The C site where you just pinged out the Cypher. What utility do you expect Izu to potentially have? Well, he's still holding all of it. Doesn't matter because he's now going to be a pretty butterfly.
Hello, go in.
30 seconds
Reach your next stage of evolution. Meanwhile, you got the wall up, the Armageddon also. You got some rifles retrieved for T1, so a possible runway for them to launch this retake.
Oh, but you've already used the Dimensional Drift, remember?
Which makes it a little bit more difficult. Still got to work against this wall. Blindside out from Buzz, but quickly dodged by Thai, who finds the double kill to bring Talon back.
Side of things with Stax there to assist as well. So if you're wanting to try and contend with anything over towards this C site, you're going to have to meet with, 3 members.
Whoa.
Through Garage on site itself.
Talon, though. The spam's in the garage.
Buzz gone unaccounted for, however.
And all of a sudden, the Hunter's Fury from Stax confirms information, then for Buzz to spring out.
And now you got a 4 versus 4 scenario where you've lost a Senti on both sides. Comes down to the timing, I think, right now for Sylvan. What are you going to be able to do? You're hungry for it. You found one, looking for another one, but the hunt is on. The trade eventually comes forward for Talon, and they'll take control of Garage, but they'll put on a little bit of the brakes, park up for a moment.
Right, decent engagement, and now for a slight reset. Jit Boys looking for something else around Cubby. Unfortunate then as Meteor swings. You got Buzz, who is in position now to cut Kilo at his torso. Just Thigh left. Information. Right now, no real idea, just the drone. Oh, the slow convergent shield as well. At some point, you got to send it over. Meteor almost sticking it all the way through, but Buzz watching the angle. T1 able to claw their way back.
At the moment, you don't have a picture-perfect idea on where Talon are looking to end things.
Yeah, not fully, not yet. PRIMMIE gate crashing out as well. Not truly audible until the trap gets broken, but Cruz all of a sudden with the lurk.
Man, what more is he going to be able to do here at the moment? Izu is a little bit stuck. He's got a lot to do.
Good gate crash by Buzz as well, so both online, but PRIMMIE with the sudden gate crash towards the backside. He lines them up. Jit Boys now finding the frag, and then the spike plant.
Stax has to save or has to come out with a miraculous 1 versus 4.
It is Stax after all. A fragging IGL if nothing. It's been known to find huge clutches before. Currently just spotted by the other IGL. Even with the grab net, Stax able to fire back. This is this time not a judge in the hands of Cruz though, but you also have the wall. T1 quick to destroy it, but here comes Thigh with the spams.
Good flash.
Flashes over and they're all fully blinded, have to hold back. This could be it, 3v5. Slow shield push, and Izu goes undetected. Buzz then finding the shot. Cruz still staying tucked in. The sonic sensor does trip. Neural Theft coming over, and now they've seen Cruz. Buzz watching the angle, trying to lock it in. He does get the shot. Possible for T1 to turn this back around on its head until PRIMMIE lands the burst. Just a 1v3. Buzz, he's trying to stay alive. PRIMMIE's trying to mark him. He's trying to block him. Buzz looking for the defuse. Oh, but he gets this crazy flick. Not to any avail, though, because Killua and Gang